When Two Souls Meet, the pure connection of Songyun and Xu Kai. In an industry that thrives on headlines and chaos, the friendship between Songyun and Xu Kai feels almost like a secret garden, quiet, delicate, and full of warmth. Their connection didn't explode overnight, it unfolded slowly, built on mutual respect and shared understanding. Perhaps it began during a casual conversation about their craft, or a brief encounter on set that left a lingering sense of familiarity. Whatever the beginning, it wasn't loud, it was genuine. Both actors are known for their authenticity. Tan, with her soft laughter and kind presence, and Xu Kai, with his grounded strength and humble charm. Together, they found something that fame couldn't buy: comfort. While others chase attention, they built something invisible yet unbreakable. A friendship rooted not in need, but in mutual recognition. Like two calm souls meeting in the storm of the entertainment world. What makes this bond so fascinating isn't just how it began, but what it represents. Behind the cameras, beneath the glittering surface of showbiz, Songyun and Xu Kai share something rare: a genuine emotional wavelength. They understand each other's pressures, the expectations of fame, and the loneliness that sometimes follows applause. In those moments when the lights dim and the makeup fades, they remain real, supporting each other quietly, away from public eyes. Colleagues describe them as two people who balance one another. Tan's warmth brings out Xu Kai's gentleness, while his calm confidence anchors her positivity. Their interactions, whether in interviews or candid photos, radiate ease. Laughter that feels natural, glances filled with sincerity. It's not about drama. It's about presence, the simple act of being there for someone when words aren't needed. And that, in a world built on pretense, is a rare kind of magic. In today's entertainment scene, every man and woman standing side by side becomes instant tabloid fuel. But Songyun and Xu Kai defy that narrative. Their friendship stands tall as a quiet rebellion against assumptions, a living proof that deep affection doesn't always have to turn romantic. They share a bond that's pure, two professionals who admire, respect, and genuinely care for each other without the noise of rumor. That's what makes their connection so powerful. It's not the chemistry that draws fans in, it's the authenticity. When Xu Kai faces tough days, Tan's empathy is his soft landing. When Tan encounters challenges, Xu Kai is the quiet listener, the one who understands without judgment. Their friendship is built on emotional equality, a give and take that flows naturally. In a time when headlines chase fake love stories, theirs is a reminder: sometimes the truest love is friendship itself. The entertainment world is merciless. Every smile is analyzed, every gesture becomes gossip. But no matter what's said, Songyun and Xu Kai choose silence over spectacle. They don't need to defend their bond. Their actions do the talking. While tabloids speculate, they continue supporting each other quietly, showing up to events, cheering on each other's work, and maintaining that same calm trust. This kind of maturity is rare. It shows emotional intelligence, a shared understanding that the strongest relationships don't need validation. Fans have noticed it too. The way Xu Kai respectfully praises Tan in interviews, or how Tan speaks of him with genuine warmth, it's always consistent, never exaggerated. They're not trying to prove anything. They just are. And maybe that's what gives their friendship its power. It doesn't need the spotlight to shine. It simply glows from within. Every great friendship thrives on shared growth, and for Songyun and Xu Kai, that's exactly what defines their journey. Both have faced career highs and lows, moments of triumph and times of self-doubt. But through it all, they've stood beside each other like quiet pillars of strength. Tan, ever humble and dedicated, inspires Xu Kai to dig deeper into his craft. Xu, with his discipline and perseverance, reminds Tan that success is built on patience. They push each other, not through words, but through action, setting examples that encourage improvement. Behind every red carpet moment lies a web of effort, sleepless nights, and emotional fatigue. In those unseen hours, having someone who understands without needing to explain is priceless. That's what they've found in each other, an anchor in the unpredictable tides of fame. Their friendship isn't loud, it's consistent. And that's what makes it extraordinary. Sometimes, it's the smallest gestures that reveal the biggest truths. Fans have noticed these: the way Xu Kai instinctively hands Tan a water bottle during long shoots, or how she gently adjusts his outfit before a photo. These aren't rehearsed actions. They're habits of care, built over time. Their interactions carry the familiarity of family, that effortless flow of kindness that comes from trust. It's this quiet tenderness that captures people's hearts. No over-the-top drama, no exaggerated affection, just two friends who genuinely enjoy each other's company. In a world obsessed with spectacle, subtlety becomes the ultimate luxury. And watching them, audiences feel something honest, the comfort of real human connection. Because deep down, everyone longs for what Tan and Xu share, a relationship where you can be fully yourself, and still be understood. Tan Songyun and Xu Kai's friendship is more than personal. It's inspiring a new generation of fans to value kindness, respect, and sincerity. In an age where social media rewards drama, they stand for something purer. Their behavior off-screen mirrors their personalities, graceful, humble, and considerate. They never use friendship for fame. Instead, they use it as fuel for growth, to remind others that compassion is strength, not weakness. Young actors look up to them as examples of professionalism and humanity coexisting. Fans find hope in their authenticity, learning that it's okay to be gentle in a harsh world. In a way, their connection goes beyond them. It's become a ripple of positivity across the entertainment industry. Proof that genuine souls still exist, even in the world's most glittering spotlight. What truly sets this duo apart is how gracefully they handle everything. Success, pressure, and even gossip. Instead of responding with anger or denial, they meet rumors with silence and composure. This grace under fire shows maturity and wisdom. It also highlights something deeper, their belief that truth doesn't need to be shouted, it simply needs to be lived. Fans admire Tan Songyun's calm confidence and Xu Kai's quiet strength. Together, they represent balance. Two individuals who have learned that staying kind is the most powerful form of resilience. Their story teaches us that being genuine never goes out of style. Even in a world chasing perfection, authenticity will always win hearts. And perhaps that's their greatest gift to fans, a living example of how to stay human in an industry that often forgets what humanity looks like. Time may pass, projects may change, but true connections leave a mark. The bond between Tan Songyun and Xu Kai is one such legacy. Something fans will remember long after their careers move in new directions. People might forget award speeches or viral photos, but they won't forget the feeling these two evoke: warmth, respect, and calm. Their friendship isn't a chapter, it's a message. A reminder that real relationships are built on empathy, not ego. As the years unfold, this connection will continue to inspire both them and their audiences. Because when something is built on sincerity, it doesn't fade, it evolves. And maybe one day, when both look back, they'll realize this friendship wasn't just a comfort. It was one of the truest stories of their lives. As we close this story, let's take a moment to appreciate what Tan Songyun and Xu Kai have shown us, that real beauty in showbiz doesn't come from fame, but from the heart. Their friendship isn't loud or flashy. It's calm, enduring, and deeply human. A reminder that even in a world filled with noise, there's still room for kindness. They've taught us that genuine connections don't fade with time, they only grow stronger. And perhaps that's what makes their story so special, it feels real. So here's to them, two souls who prove that true friendship, no matter how quiet, can echo louder than fame. You've been watching LVT-SHOWBIZ, the channel that celebrates truth, talent, and the hidden beauty of the entertainment world. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below your favorite moment between Tan Songyun and Xu Kai. Your support means the world, and helps us continue bringing you stories that go beyond fame, into the soul of humanity. Thank you for being here. Stay kind, stay inspired, and until next time, keep believing in the power of genuine connections.